on BBC Sounds.
Feel like you're in the ground with Premier League commentary from BBC Radio 5 Live.
The Football Daily podcast has big names and big debates 7 days a week.
And then there's Cammy and Ben's Proper Football Podcast with me, Ben Shepherd, and my mate Chris Kamara.
A new podcast where huge sports stars tell us what it's really like to be a footballer. You don't want to miss it.
Like the time you missed that red card, Cammy?
Give over.
Get your football fix. Listen on BBC Sounds.
BBC Radio 2.
Here's Richie. Thank you so much. We're going to start in Edinburgh on the City Bypass. The A720, the eastbound side, one lane out at the moment. Sorry about that.
You want a glass of water?
Thank you so much. I don't know what came over me. I think it was that step song. I lost a puff of breath. We get Sheriff Hall roundabout, the A7. There's a broken down car there at the moment. In Falkirk, the M876 southbound partially blocked at the M9 Junction 8. That's the Hill of Kinnaird. That's because of an accident. Temple Normanton in Derbyshire, the A617, one lane out at the moment at the M1 Junction 29 for Chesterfield. That's because of an accident. So we've got queues at the moment back to the A6175 as traffic reroutes. M1 South, 2 lanes out between 11A for Luton and 11. That's because of an accident. The M25 anti-clockwise, 1 lane blocked between 26 and 25 for Enfield. Got about 15 minutes of queues behind this. It's down to a broken down lorry. The M11 in Essex, long delays between 7 and 8A. Bit of a nightmare at the moment whilst they mend the central reservation. Very slow moving. In Horsham in West Sussex, the A24, there's a breakdown on Warnham Road. That's the Robin Hood roundabout. That's because of a breakdown. And on the trains today, we've still got a bit of a hangover from the strike action yesterday and more strikes planned tomorrow. So most services throughout today are going to be disrupted again. And there are separate strikes taking place on the London Underground. So you've been warned. And I'll have more with Ken in 20 minutes.
Thank you, Richie. Can you give a shout out to my hubby, Vince Horslow? We're on our way to Cornwall for a big family holiday to celebrate his 60th birthday, says Nikki. Can you give a shout out to our son, Josh Freer, who marries the lovely Lydia Barry on Sunday at 12:30 in Wembridge, West Yorkshire. So looking forward to it. From all family and friends, especially mum and dad, Pete and Jill Freer, and brother Ben. Morning, Gary, on our way to Rewind South. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow night in the Flamingo tent. Listening to Andrew Ridgely, really getting us in the mood for a lush 80s weekend. That's from Matt and Julie in Oxfordshire. Don't forget Sounds of the 80s tomorrow night. I'm so looking forward to it. Kim Wilde co-hosting Sounds of the 80s with me tomorrow night between 8 and 10, when we will have loads of fab music just